Yo everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a requested video which is a review on the new Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline. This came out in the UK not long ago. I picked it up, I'd probably say a week ago now. I've used it every single day since, so I feel that I can give a fair and honest review on the product. So those of you that know me well, have watched my videos for a while, know that I have been using the Benefit Professional ever since it came out, probably about 2 years ago, maybe more. Now, I've never had any problems, real problems with this, but I am going to kind of draw comparison to the Baby Skin. Firstly, God knows why Maybelline decided to copy pretty much identical colours. The packaging, you could have been a little bit more unique in that respect, in that, well, look, you can see for yourself, they look very, very similar. Okay, so with the Baby Skin itself, it's very light. It's got a serum-like feel to it. It's a silicone-based product, and it gives a really nice kind of soft matte velvety finish, very similar again to the Professional, but I would say because this has got more of a gel type consistency, it's slightly oilier feel to the skin. Not saying that it's actually oily, it's just got, in comparison to this has got more of a talc type of feel to it, and it reflects that in the actual colour of the product itself. This is clear. This is like a kind of almost, if you think about it, the colour of my skin, it's kind of that colour. Not that it actually leaves any kind of residue behind. I mean, if you were somebody a lot darker skin and you were to use this on its own, I'm not sure, but I think it might show a little bit if you were to just wear it on its own, because these can both be worn on their own. You don't have to wear foundation over them. They can be used as just kind of pore erasers in that respect, and it kind of makes your skin, your natural skin itself, just look that little bit better. Now, bearing in mind that obviously I'm just using my own experience of this product, so it would be for my skin type itself is very much normal to combination. I do get kind of oily throughout the day on my cheeks, my T-zone really, and so how it works for people with drier skin, I think this one may work for people with drier skin better than this one. I think this one can sometimes aggravate the dryness, because this one has got a slightly more oilier feel to it. Not that it's a bad feel. My skin feels absolutely baby soft. It really does. Whereas this one does give that softness, but not as much, I'd say, as this one. So Baby Skin also, it kind of blurs imperfections, fills in fine lines and enlarged pores, and I do have to agree with that. I think my skin, since I've been using this, I mean, even though I was using this before, it's still looking really, really good thanks to using this kind of primer pore eraser. I mean, it is a primer, yeah. It's very breathable. My skin doesn't feel clogged or anything like that. I've not suffered from any kind of breakouts. I've got very sensitive skin, so if I start using something new, the reaction would be quite immediate. It helps control oil, makes the foundation like last longer, and applies more smoothly. It's like, as in your foundation can, it like seamlessly applies with no dragging or anything like that. So the Baby Skin is a very, very good primer at the moment in Boots, because it's new. Boots is a UK based drugstore. It's £3.99, which is a bargain, especially if you do want to try it out for the first time to make up your mind after you've watched this review, and then it will be full price, which is £7.99. The Professional is like £24–25, so this is basically the cheaper, more affordable version, and it is an excellent product. I'm not sure at this current point in time whether it will replace the Professional. I don't have any actual problems with it yet, but I do feel that if you've got quite oily skin, you should keep to the Professional and not use Baby Skin, because I think this will actually make the oiliness come sooner than it would have done with the Professional. For example, I mean that my skin tends to start getting a bit shiny in my T-zone after about 5 hours of wearing makeup. So this would extend it to like 6–7 hours of keeping it kind of mattified. whereas this would be maybe 8 to 9 hours. So it just depends on the kind of skin that you've got. I mean, overall, I would give the Maybelline New Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I do think it is a very, very good product, again, based on my own experience of using it. I am not discounting the Porefessional by any means. I think that whereas this one is more kind of giving a talc kind of feel, this one gives a more velvety, oily sort of feel to it. And I will show you as well what it looks like. Can you see? It's just a clear gel, and that is actually as much as you need to use to cover the entire one side of your face. And a little goes a really long way. So something like this is definitely going to last you months and months if you use it every single day. Now the Porefessional, that looks like that. So you can see that is actually kind of a flesh toned sort of primer. And then what I'll do is I'll rub that in. Not that you can really, you can kind of see it, but it's definitely got a very talky sort of feeling, and you can still see the colour on my actual skin. So people that are darker definitely need to be wary. Obviously, I've mentioned this before, that not to wear it on its own. It will give you a kind of an ashy sort of look. If you're obviously a lot lighter, by all means go for it. I've personally never worn it on its own. You can even kind of pat these on top of your foundation after a couple of hours in order to kind of mattify the skin again if your natural oils are starting to seep through. Personally, I've never done that. I use powder. I don't really like to kind of tap my hands all over my face when the foundation's starting to shift around. And then the one next to it, it feels a little bit thicker, but definitely more velvet feeling than the Porefessional. But it's completely clear, so you can't see anything. Both have kind of been rubbed in. As I said, I am kind of the same colour as Porefessional, so you're not going to really see much. So by all means, I would definitely recommend this product. Again, it depends on your skin type, whether or not you'd like to try it. This is 22 ml, and this is also 22 ml. Strange. You would think that, I think psychologically you'd think there is more in that. I guess it's just because it's a thinner tube and this is a wider tube. Definitely think that Maybelline have kind of copied Benefit a little bit, but you know, each to their own. You know, that's what I suppose competition is like. But I would definitely recommend the new Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser for you girls. I hope that you have found my review very useful and helpful. For those of you that request it, I do listen to you eventually. And if there is anything else that you'd like to see from me, please feel free to mention it below. Comment, subscribe, like, the usual. Follow me here, follow me there, follow me everywhere. And I will see you in the next video.